So a lot of people have some pretty major misconceptions about Ethereum, blockchain networks, and the upcoming merge. And because of it, they're potentially underestimating what I believe could be one of the biggest game-changing events in all of crypto. The biggest misconception and complaint by far that I hear about Ethereum is that everyone complains about the really high gas fees. And the basic logic goes that because gas prices are so expensive on Ethereum is just destined to eventually fail, and other networks like Avalanche and Solana, which have much cheaper gas fees, are inevitably going to take over the space. You've probably heard this same complaint, or maybe even believe it yourself. This is actually a massive misunderstanding about how blockchains work and the future of blockchain layer 1 networks like Ethereum. And you're gonna wanna stick with me till the end of the video. I know some of this sounds complicated, but I promise if you're patient, there's a solid case for why Ethereum is about to skyrocket in price and why this could affect the broader crypto market along with it. Most people incorrectly point to gas fees and speed as the most important elements of what makes a blockchain valuable. But if that were the case, you could simply centralize everything, totally eliminate the gas fees, and have the fastest transactions out there. But that's obviously not true. The most important elements of a blockchain network isn't speed or gas fees. It's the security of the blockchain, its ability to be trustless, and its immutability. And security especially would be Ethereum's killer product, or its killer market advantage. It's the second most secure network on the planet, right behind Bitcoin. No one else even comes close to being as secure currently, and you can imagine why security would be a top priority when you're building a decentralized financial system with billions of dollars on the line. Now, security short term though isn't the reason that I think Ethereum's price is about to skyrocket, and neither is gas prices going down. In fact, a lot of people believe that the merge will cause, Ethereum's gas prices to be lower, but that's actually a myth. The merge will actually not only not cause Ethereum's gas prices to go lower, but I think it'll actually cause Ethereum's gas prices to go higher. The reason Ethereum's price has the potential to absolutely skyrocket has to do with a few other revolutionary changes coming with the merge. And the first one has to do with a massive change in how the Ethereum economy currently works that will cause the price of Ethereum to go up even if no new buyers are buying Ethereum. Currently, Ethereum's revenue would be the gas fees it charges users to actually, do a transaction on the network. Those same ridiculously high gas fees that everyone complains about, those are how the Ethereum network makes money. That's the revenue the Ethereum network is able to bring in. And obviously, with such high gas prices, it's currently a lot of revenue that the Ethereum network is able to bring in. But on the other side of the coin, Ethereum also has expenses or costs to run the network in the form of the payments that have to go to miners. The Ethereum network has to reward miners for keeping the network secure. Otherwise, the miners have no incentive to go and secure the network. So every day, the Ethereum network pays out millions of dollars in the form of Ethereum rewards to miners who are securing the Ethereum network. So currently we have the revenue for the Ethereum network is the transaction fees or the gas fees, and the expenses for the Ethereum network are the rewards they have to pay out to miners. Now, these miners, of course, also have expenses of their own. It takes a ridiculous amount of power to run proof of work machines to actually mine Ethereum. They also have to pay for these really expensive setups to, do all the computations that, mine each block. On top of having to pay for space, having to pay for staff, having to pay for maintenance, and all of that. So currently, when these miners go and mine Ethereum, they have to take some of that Ethereum that they've mined and go sell it on the market to cover the costs of actually having to run their operation. On top of that, they'll sell their Ethereum when they want to take profits or for just expanding operations or for other various reasons that they would, sell their Ethereum. And this is a rough estimation, but it's estimated to be about $19 million worth of Ethereum a day that these miners are selling back onto the market. Meaning each day, automatically, regardless of sentiment, $19 million worth of Ethereum is sold onto the market. And if there isn't $19 million worth of buys, people coming in and saying, I want to buy Ethereum, $19 million every single day to match that $19 million being sold every single day, then the price of Ethereum goes down. And this actually gets worse. Imagine the price of Ethereum were to double from $1,900 to $3,800. Well, that $19 million worth of Ethereum that's being sold onto the market is now worth $38 million. Meaning now it's $38 million a day worth of Ethereum that has to be bought up by these Ethereum buyers or else the price of Ethereum goes down. That's over $1 billion in ETH every single month that has to be bought, or else the price of Ethereum goes down. And now imagine the price doubles again. Suddenly it's $76 million worth of Ethereum that has to get bought up every single day, or the price of Ethereum goes down. That's $2 billion in Ethereum every single month. So you can see how the selling pressure gets more and more severe the higher the price of Ethereum goes. And the same would be true of Bitcoin, as it works the exact same way, in that every day the Bitcoin network goes and rewards Bitcoin miners by paying them out Bitcoin rewards. And every day those Bitcoin miners have to then sell some of those rewards to cover the costs of their operations, or just to take profits and convert them into US dollars. Because of this, for Bitcoin and Ethereum, the price can only go so high before it collapses under the weight of the selling pressure. And this is partially why we see crypto cycles the way we do, at least until now. Because the merge absolutely flips all of this on its head for Ethereum for the first time ever. Because when the merge happens, Ethereum switches from proof of work to proof of stake. It switches from Ethereum miners to Ethereum validators. And while miners required massive amounts of space, staff, equipment, and power, validators require very little by comparison. And because of this, the network can pay validators far less than it had to pay miners to incentivize them to secure the network. And because these validators have very limited overhead, they don't have to sell almost any of their Ethereum to keep operations going. Meaning, because Ethereum has this revenue source via Ethereum gas fees, for the first time ever, instead of needing Ethereum investors to come in and buy up Ethereum so that the price doesn't go down, you'll now need new sellers selling off Ethereum every single day, or else the price goes up. And let me say that again. Before the merge, you needed $19 million in people buying Ethereum, or else the price of Ethereum would go down. Its natural state was to trend downward. After the merge, you will not only not need those buyers anymore, but in fact, it switches to the opposite, because now you need about $12 million in people selling Ethereum, or else the price of Ethereum goes up. Now, obviously, currently we're pre-merge, and the price of Ethereum is already stable, meaning we've already found sort of this equilibrium where we have buyers every day that are buying up this $19 million worth of Ethereum, that these sellers are selling into the market. Now imagine once these dynamics shift. No longer are these $19 million worth of sellers selling onto the market, and we still have these buyers who are buying up Ethereum every single day. And because of the switch in dynamics, that demand should cause the price of Ethereum to slowly trend higher. Meaning the same market conditions before the merge that caused the price of Ethereum to just go sideways or maybe go a little bit down will now cause the price of Ethereum to go up. Now that's just the first change coming to Ethereum with the merge. The second one is a change to Ethereum staking rewards. Remember all that Ethereum that had to get paid out to Ethereum miners? Well, now that that's gone, a small portion of that is getting paid instead to validators on the network, or people who are staking Ethereum. Meaning stakers should get paid anywhere from 9% to 12% to secure the Ethereum network. The less people that end up staking, the more that those who do stake end up making. And of course, the increase in staking rewards will cause more capital to come into the Ethereum ecosystem, attracted by these higher rates. Ethereum and Bitcoin are considered to be much safer places to store your money in the crypto market than, say, a lot of the other crypto products out there. So if you can store your money in a decently safe place for crypto and earn 9% annually, that's going to be very attractive for some individuals. On top of all that, Ethereum also becomes deflationary post-merge. Remember those gas fees that the Ethereum network charges users, apps, and layer 2s to transact on the Ethereum network? Those fees get burned. And if you don't know what burned means, it just means it gets destroyed, which that reduces the amount of Ethereum in existence, causing the price to slowly drive up. And if you don't know how that works, imagine you owned a 1 of 5 super rare trading card. There was only 5 of these trading cards in the entire world. And now imagine the other 4 that were in the world all got destroyed. Somebody burned them up and destroyed them. And now there's only 1 left in existence, and it's yours. And this thing was already super valuable when it was only a 1 of 5, but now that those other 4 are gone, it's like insanely valuable. Its value has gone up because the other 4 were destroyed. Less supply makes the remaining supply more valuable. Now, on top of all of that, you have the fact that the Ethereum merge is going to be a huge catalyst event in itself. It's a major change for Ethereum that's going to cause a lot of people to jump in and speculate on the future price. So putting everything together, Before the merge, you needed $19 million worth of buyers every day or else the price of Ethereum went down. Post the merge, you now need $12 million in sellers or else the price of Ethereum goes up. You have the increase in the staking rate, which is going to cause a lot of new capital to flood into the Ethereum ecosystem because people are going to want to take advantage of that staking rate increase. You have the fact that Ethereum is going deflationary, so there should be less and less Ethereum in existence over time. And you have the fact that you have this massive catalyst event that is going to cause a lot of speculation over the price of Ethereum. And I think all of this put together is a recipe for a generational level crypto event that could alter the landscape of crypto as we know it, and could be a massive move up for Ethereum and potentially the rest of the crypto space. Now, obviously, some people still want to know, what about the gas fees? Those things are really expensive. How is Ethereum supposed to survive when it's charging $300, $400 gas fees to do transactions? And as I said earlier, the merge isn't going to fix that. In fact, it'll probably make it a lot worse, because if the price of Ethereum skyrockets, then that means the price of gas fees are going to also skyrocket along with that. And I think the big disconnect here is most people don't actually understand Ethereum's vision for how it's solving its gas issue, because the solution's already out and live and people are already using it. Ethereum's vision for the future is that average everyday users like you and me wouldn't actually use Ethereum to transact anything, but instead we'd use layer 2 networks built on top of Ethereum like Optimism, Arbitrum, and Polygon. Layer 2 blockchains are blockchains built on top of Ethereum. They get all the benefits of Ethereum's robust security, immutability, decentralization, but they can also offer super cheap gas fees to users. So that leads to the question, well, if everyone's using layer 2 blockchains, then who's actually using Ethereum? And the answer to that is the layer 2 blockchains are using Ethereum, as well as any apps built within the Ethereum ecosystem. Ethereum envisions a future where there may be hundreds of layer 2 blockchains all built on top of Ethereum, which would mean tons of transactions and profit for the network, as well as super cheap fees for everyday average users. And most people, I don't think, understand exactly how powerful this scaling solution is for Ethereum. Imagine you wanted to launch your very own blockchain network. Currently, it's very difficult to do that, and you would have to pay a ridiculous amount of money to actually secure your blockchain network. In fact, currently blockchains like Avalanche and Solana operate at a net loss, meaning they're actually losing money trying to pay for security to secure their network because they're not bringing in enough transaction fees to actually cover the costs to secure their networks. And just to be clear, I like Avalanche and Solana. I'm just showing how difficult it really is to create your own blockchain network. Now, instead, imagine you simply opted to build a layer 2 network on top of Ethereum. Suddenly, your number one expense, security, is gone, and now you have all the benefits of the second most secure network on the planet, meaning it's substantially easier as well as more secure to launch a layer 2 solution on top of Ethereum versus launching your own independent blockchain network. So you can see why it would be a massive advantage to build a layer 2 network versus building your own layer 1 network. Ethereum's counting on that, and if they're right, it'll mean an explosion of layer 2 networks all built on top of Ethereum, all creating massive innovations within the Ethereum ecosystem. And all this is just really to explain my own personal belief and why I'm so bullish on Ethereum. Personally, as part of my winter strategy, I've dedicated a lot of my net worth into Ethereum because I believe all of this will be a huge success. And as always, none of this is investment advice. None of this is me telling you to go buy Ethereum or throw your life savings into Ethereum. That would be crazy and crazy irresponsible. This is just me educating you on the things I'm learning, the things that I'm paying attention to. You can then take that information, do your own research, and make your own judgment calls. I can't know your individual situation. I'm not going to tell you, the perfect time to get in or the perfect time to get out. You have to know those things on your own. You have to educate yourself on those things on your own. And if you're not learning and educating yourself on these things, then you're bound to screw up and lose a ton of money. So it's always a really stupid idea to just copy random people on YouTube and to not educate yourself and actually understand what you're doing and what you're investing in. If this video is helpful, make sure to hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments or anything to add, let me know in the comment section below. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and also make sure to hit the little bell next to it if you want to actually be notified each time I release a video like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.